In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute scrunchie. First, we're going to cut out a piece of fabric that's 34 inches long and 4.5 inches wide. We'll also need a piece of elastic that's 7 inches long. Take the piece of fabric that you cut out and fold the ends together, right sides facing each other. Now we're going to sew beside where we pinned. Now you should have a loop, and you want to place the fold that you made in the center. This next part may be a little difficult. We're going to work with the top layer only and fold the two edge pieces inwards. And then we're going to pick up the bottom layer that's closest to you and fold it over to the other side, and then pin it down. Now we're going to sew the two outside pieces, but the trick is to make sure that you don't stitch down that inner fold that we did before. When you get to the end of your piece of fabric, you're going to start to pull out the inside tube layer towards you so you have more room to stitch. And then you're going to continue sewing down the line, making sure not to stitch down the inner piece. And you're going to keep doing this until you see the stitch that you started with. So you've gone all the way around. When you see your stitch and you know you've gone all the way around, you want to leave about an inch gap between where you started and finished so you can turn your tube inside out after. Now you're going to pull the inner piece out through the hole to turn your tube inside out into the scrunchie form. Next, you want to attach your elastic to a bobby pin and then thread it through the hole and use the inchworm method to get it all the way around the tube. And I recommend pinning the end to the other side so it doesn't get lost inside the scrunchie. And once it goes all the way around through to the other side of the hole, you want to tie the two ends together in a secure knot and then do a zigzag stitch along the edges to make it extra secure. Now the last step left is to close the hole, and you're going to do what's called a ladder stitch. So start by making a knot in the fabric and then sewing parallel to the knot on the edge like I'm doing here, and then you want to go parallel to your first stitch and sew through the edge again. So it should look like rungs of a ladder, and then when you tighten it, the stitch will disappear into the scrunchie. And you also want to make sure to use a string that's the same color as your fabric to help make sure that you don't see it. And then when you're done, pull it tight and make a knot. And I'll also leave a video below on this stitch if you want to see it in more detail. Now your scrunchie is complete and you didn't have to spend $9 at the store.